Yo gents, how's it going? Just thought I'd rip up a vid. We are in Bangkok at the moment. This is what's going down. Well, number one, we've got NQLRV on the go. On the old top step. On the top of the building at the moment. I thought I'd take some time while I'm chilling here on my ones to speak to you because I haven't uploaded in like maybe 12 days, like nearly 2 weeks I'd say, on this channel. But I've just been grinding, man. Just been grinding, putting in the work, building out stuff for TTC and just trying to grow the vision and grow the service and the product that we provide for traders now as well. I think, and I know that we actually are number one in the space, and I have no doubt about that anymore, to be honest, and I never did, to be honest. But now that we have got so many people doing the right thing, it's just showing in real time how many people are actually taking advantage of the working edge that we do have. Because when we first started this group and this vision and the team and everything, we had a really good edge, really good system, but not enough people were actually applying it in the correct way. We have now, through time in the game, figured out a way to teach the masses that are in the team and that are in the group effectively to pick up the model and to actually be executing it with perfection. And that's why you see now so many people passing with Team B. That's why you see in the last 70 days we've done 6 million funding. Pretty insane, and it's really surreal because the last time I was in Bangkok, things were just so different, man. This is where I started my journey I left my full-time job, came out to Bangkok in June 2024. Honestly, man, never turned back since. It's been an insane ride, and I would have wished it no other way. Everything's been perfect. The people that we've got involved, perfect. The situations, the L's that we took, perfect. Everything led to lessons that led to improvements that led to us being number one. And the reason why I'm so confident at that is because nobody else gives you the time of day. Every other trader that you see that runs a group and that runs a team and that runs education to their philosophies, they either gatekeep the real source, which I don't do. I give away everything to my guys. They're not involved. They'll just get other people to run the group for them, and they'll just take the cash because they get too busy with other things. Not like me. I do 2 live calls a day, Monday to Friday, and an education session on the weekend, and I'm always active in the chats helping every single person. And they don't have the staff structure to keep it 24/7 support. They don't have the staff structure to make sure everyone gets helped. They scale too big and they can't support everyone's needs. At the CTC, we do it completely differently, man. Everybody that I've mentored, everybody that's become proficient on the model becomes staff, and then those staff then teach newcomers. And then when I am not available, which I'm a human being, there's got to be hours in the day when I'm not there, somebody is always there. Somebody is always helping. Somebody is always giving that support to people that need it, making sure that every single trader is on the same page and nobody gets overlooked. Even if somebody joins and they don't give it their all, it doesn't matter. We give it our all to get them involved, even though that trader that joined the group, I'm not saying anyone specifically, I'm just talking in general purposes, that trader that joined the group that isn't as bothered, maybe they've joined but they're not really full force, we make sure they become full force, contacting them constantly. We're constantly making sure that they're getting involved, that they're watching the calls, that they're watching through the Google Drive, that they're getting as much exposure to the system as possible, because at the end of the day, they joined as an unprofitable trader, and the whole reason they joined us was to turn profitable past funded accounts and get payouts. So we ensure that that happens. Even if they don't give it their all, we give it our all, and that's why we're different. Because every single other group I've joined, every single other group that I've had insider information on, they're slackers, man. Chats are inactive, they don't give the support to the traders, they're egotistical in their approach, they don't give anyone the time of day, they only support the yes men and the people that G them up all the time. You know what I'm saying? But that's just not the case with us. Everyone's at equal stand. There's no person that's better than the other in terms of how we respect each other, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And the reason why it's like that is because of the culture that's deeply embedded in the group that nobody else has. I could sit here and call out every group under the sun that you boys know and that you've probably experienced and consumed, and you wouldn't expect it from some of the biggest guys in the scene. They have the shittest groups and they charge the most expensive prices, and I've just had enough of it, man. That's why I've done what we've done. That's why I drive so much on quality products and service rather than marketing. You see me, bro. I don't go viral. I'm not a viral creator. I just give honest value. I'm not trying to chase views. I'm just trying to help. And that's why I'm not as big as everybody else. Don't get me wrong. If I could be as big as everyone else, I probably would. But I don't go for that viral content. I don't dumb down my concept. I don't lower the IQ of my philosophies to make sure they appeal to the masses. If they appeal to you, great. If they don't, great. I'm not going to transform my personality around what the masses would rather accept, which would make me more money. If I was to dumb down my concept and speak in really simple terms, I'm sure the group would be more popular in terms of numbers, and I'm sure I would get more views, and I'm sure I would make more money from the social media side of things. But then guess what would be the sacrifice of that? There'd be nerds in my group, there'd be signal bots filling up all the chats, there'd be people that don't get the game, there'd be people that don't have the mindset, there'd be people that aren't on the same vision. I would rather make less money and have the right guys involved than make more money and have people that I would never get along with involved. We all get along as mates. I know every single person in this thing, man. But regardless of that, I'm sure you hear me speak about my fucking group more than enough, but it's just I'm really passionate about it, and I put such a large amount of time into it that I can't not speak about it all the time, because it's a part of my life and I'm always involved, and I don't just treat it as some cash collection service, bro. It's nothing like that. And I'm sure if you're watching this video and you're in the group, if I'm speaking to you right now and you are in, please, bro, I urge you to actually comment your honest opinion about it. Shit or good, I don't care, bro. Be honest, because I know that the quality and the time I put in will reflect in the comment section below. But regardless of that, we are in a trade. We are pulling out at 1 p.m. because there's ADP at 1:15. So we are not going to be entering in on these Forex pairs anymore because time's gone now. Orders should be off because it's 30 minutes before New York session. And I'm saying we would have technically been filled on AU, but once again, would have broken our rules. We are in on the NASDAQ. We are in a bit of drawdown at the moment, but once again, we're going to be pulling out at 1 p.m. because it's bad news. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now, if I'm speaking to somebody on the other side of this camera now, and you're involved, or maybe you're not involved, but you want to be, right? You get the vision, you understand why we're different, you understand the perspective, you understand everything, but you're not currently as involved as you... Sorry, bro, this is just absolutely reckless, this camera position. You want to be involved, but you're not. But you're not at the moment, but you really want to be. What I just want to say now is, with the amount of people that want to be involved and that are in the group as default, but they're not team members, maybe that's something that you're striving for. You want to be a part of the team and you want to be out here in Thailand with us, just as some of the boys are coming next month. Big up Maxi, Harvey and Colator. They're coming out in the B house. If you want to be part of the team, you need to reach out to me. You need to provide something for the group. You need to bring some value, because I can't just be knocking on every door that I think someone might want to be involved. I just don't have the time for it. I'm going to be real. And there's just too many people that are on the horizon as well. So if you feel like I'm not giving you the time of day in regards to you being a part of the team and providing us some value, then come to me with something. In your own time, build something out. Try to provide something that would increase the quality of the group, of the vision. Bring me some value, and then we can have a conversation about it. But you can't expect me to just be knocking on everyone's door in DMs going, yo man, I want to give you an opportunity. I want you to be a part of the team. I just can't do it to everybody. I don't have the time. And if you're not a star shining bright, you're not going to be in my vision line to even think about that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But if you come to me with something, we can work on it. I can give you more opportunity. And just like Harv, just like Cole, just like any of these other boys that I've helped to get where they are today, it can massively change your life, man. This ecosystem that we're building out in the next couple of years, we're going to be dominating the space, bro. Honestly, and I don't think you want to miss out on that. This is like buying Bitcoin in 2008. I'm going to be real. And I just know it for a fact. And you can revert back to this video in 2 years and you'll see how I'm right, bro. I just know it. I know it. Because nobody else is doing it like us. This is just a short vid today. I did want to film a YouTube vid, and I just didn't really have anything that was coming to mind. And what did come to mind was just how grateful I am for the position I'm in today, and how inspired I am by some of the guys that I'm interacting with on a daily in the Discord. It just gives me hope for this current generation, because there are killers out there. Just what you see on social media is just a collection of dorks that don't have any drive. But there are people behind the scenes that are grinding. There are people to connect with. I don't think the world has lost hope. I think that these guys are just hiding in the shadows. They don't want to stand tall. They don't want to stand proud. But that's why I give you guys a common space where you can stand tall, where you can stand proud, where you can share your ambitions, where you can share your inspiration to the other guys, and you can share your goals and what you've got planned, and no one's going to ridicule you. In fact, they're going to G you up and try to push you to expand your vision even further, or they might even help you achieve your vision if they have a similar sort of perspective. And that's the only thing I set out to do in this first place. I'm going to cut to a quote of when I was in the UK talking about how after I did a adventure in Bangkok with my mate James, a psychedelic adventure, how I did that, and it reminded me about what my purpose was. And I'm going to re-say it in a minute, but let's roll the clip where I said it originally. The reason why I've been put on this earth is to broadcast my unique perspective, because I know for a fact that you watching this video have a similar, if not the same perspective, but you just don't scream and shout about it. You keep it to yourself. It's in the back of your head. You can't really relate to many people about it. Maybe you try to dip it into conversations, but then no one really clocks what you're talking about, or they're not on the same sort of wavelength or frequency. But I'm here to tell you that I am, bro. I'm with you in this, and we're all together, and we're all building, and we're all going towards a bigger goal. And that's why I help every single person for free. And as you can see, I genuinely believe I have been put on this earth to share my perspective that I know you watching this video have and have had, but you're just not bold enough to scream and shout about it, or you don't even feel the need to scream and shout about it, because there is just no need. Maybe you want to keep it to yourself, but I want to create a place, and I have created a place, and it will only grow, where you can share that perspective, where we can join up together, where we can create a bigger vision, because I know that that would benefit your future if you could finally speak out about some of these thoughts, some of these ideas that maybe your local group, maybe the guys that you've been exposed to growing up and the people you have in your circle now, they just simply don't get it. You know what I mean? They brush it off. They think, oh yeah, whatever, bro. They never understand your perspective. The words that you're spewing, they just take it in a way that it was never meant to be received. My whole point, bro, is to create a place where you guys can thrive, where we can all crush it together. Because honestly, I genuinely believe I was here to broadcast my mind and how I think, because I know that it is more common than I believe. I know it. I know you watching this video, maybe you've watched a couple of my vids before, and know that you relate to me more than you would like to think. I know you've got the drive, I know you've got the vision, I know you want to be a killer, I know you want to earn more than everyone you've ever known, I know you want to build something for you and your future family so that you can be secure in this unpredictable future that we have landed ourselves in. So much is changing every single day. The world is moving so fast, and the only thing we can do is honestly just get our bread up as much as we can, so we can maybe find a place in the world where no one can bother us, where we can find a place where we can all thrive without having to interact with all of the noise. But I'll close this one out there. Just some words of wisdom from me today. You're more common than you think, but that doesn't make you any less valuable. Don't take being more common than you think as a downside. I'm saying that because there are more people like you out there than you could ever imagine. You just need to look a bit harder for them, because when we come together as like-minded individuals, the things we can create are unimaginable. And I hope you can join me in creating an unimaginable project and an unimaginable vision to the masses, because I know that you can imagine it. And I think we can make a lot of fucking money on the way. Alright? So, peace, love, and unity, everybody. Everything you need to know is in the description. If you do actually want to get serious with trading, and with your mindset, and with philosophy, and with self-improvement, and with changing your life, apply to join our VIP group below. It's not just trading, it's much more than that. Okay? I'll see you boys in the next one. Stay positive, and have a good one.